Hi, boys and girls. It's Mr. Slates coming to you, and I'm here today to help talk about our English language and about the words in our English language, because that's what we're speaking here at our school, isn't it? Now, each of our words in English is made up of symbols, and we call those symbols letters, like A, B, C, right? And all of those letters make either one sound or two sounds or multiple sounds. We're going to talk a lot about those letters this year. What I thought we'd start with, though, is a question. Does anyone know how many letters we have in our English alphabet? So if I start at the initial letter A and I go down to the final letter Z and I count A, B, how many letters do you think there are? Guess what? I'm not going to tell you, because I'm going to tell you the next lesson that we do on video. Your job is to go home today and see if you can figure out how many letters we have and come back and report that to your teacher tomorrow. But I will tell you how many sounds we have in our English language. Okay, think about the sounds, right? So say my letter B, it makes a B sound, right? That's a sound. We have 45 sounds in our English language. That's huge. Now, I will give you a hint. There's less letters than 45. We do not have 45 letters. All right, today what we're going to do is two things. We want to know how to make all of those letters completely correctly when we use our pencil. Why is that, Mr. Slates? Why do I have to be correct when I write my letters? Because, see this part of my arm right here? Scientists and people in medicine, they call this the brain muscle. Because anytime I work these muscles here, it really goes into my brain and sticks. So guess what? If I'm making my letters and I'm doing with them whatever way I want to, and I'm making all sorts of mistakes, guess what? That brain muscle starts to remember the way I made that letter, and guess what? It'll do it wrong over and over and over again. And then guess what? When I go to read words with those letters, or if I go to write words with those letters, guess what? I could read or write them wrong because I have incorrectly made them the whole time. So we want to make sure you are making them correctly every single time. Today we're going to practice 4 letters, okay? And we're going to organize our letters into the way that they're put together. We call those the strokes. So let me show you my little chart here, okay? When we make our letters of the alphabet, we can organize our letters into different strokes. We have letters that have long or short sticks. They're like lines, right? This sort of looks like a circle, right? But we're going to call it a donut. These are what we call humps and bumps. They almost look like U's, or backwards or upside down U's. We also have something called horizontal lines and diagonal lines. And then we have letters that have tails, little tails, like an animal. And then we have a few that don't really fit into any category. Isn't that always the case? And we'll work on those too. This is how we're going to do it. I have 4 cards here with 4 letters on them. I want to teach you the sounds, and then we'll go through each stroke. Are you ready? We are going to start today with letters that have long and short sticks, because they're pretty easy. It's just like doing lines, okay? So ready? Here's your first one. This is actually an L. When you make an L sound, I want you to go, oh. Can everyone do that? Oh. Now, I don't want to hear la, because I don't see a U there. Do you? There's no U there. So I want to hear oh. Stick your tongue between your teeth and go oh. All right. Oops, upside down. Let's do our next one. This is the letter T, and it goes T. Can you say that? Notice, I'm not saying tuh because there is no U there. I still don't see a U. You want to be crisp with that sound and make a T sound. This next one, there's some tricky sounds. It actually makes 4 sounds. So watch my mouth very carefully. You ready? You're going to say I, E, ya. Now I remember this with a little rhythm. Watch. I, E, ya. I, E, ya. I, E, ya. Okay, 4 sounds. And the last letter we're going to cover today is this letter. It's the letter K. We're going to call this K, the tall one. Can you say that? K, the tall one. Notice I didn't say k, because again, there is no U there. I want to make it crisp. K, the tall one. All right, go ahead and get out your whiteboards and your markers or whatever it is that you're practicing our letters with. And let's start with our very first letter, which is this one. Very easy. Everybody say O. Now watch when I make this letter. I'm going to do it right on this chart. I'm going to actually start at the top and pull straight down to the bottom. You ready? And as I do it, I want to make the sound. Ready? O. You do it. O. I'm going to give you about 20 seconds. I want you to practice as many as you can. If you need to pause the video to give yourself more time to practice, that is fine. Okay, markers down. Watch for our next letter. This is our letter T. Everybody echo me. Say T. Excellent. Watch how I make the stroke, then you do it. I'm going to pull straight down from the top like my L. I'm going to pick up my pencil, and I'm going to start over here on the left and cross to the right. Watch. T. Pick up, cross. Go ahead and write that one. Practice it as many times as you can. Here's our next letter, our letter I. You ready to echo the sounds again? Say I, I, E, da. Nice, excellent. This is very easy to make, but I'm not going to start at my top line because look, this is what's called a short stick. So I'm going to start about halfway up, pull straight down, pick up my pencil, and put my dot. You ready? Watch. I, pick up, make my dot. Now with a whiteboard marker, you can make more of a circle, but please no hearts, because I don't know about you, but I've never seen a heart when I've been reading a book with an I in it. Here is our last letter. This is our letter K. Everybody say K, the tall one. Now, this one is a little bit tricky, so watch me carefully. Do you notice your long stick is still there? That's why we do this one. So I'm going to go all the way to the top and pull straight down. But then I need to pick up. And if you look, it's almost like a sideways V. So watch. You ready? Start at the top, pull straight down. I'm going to say K, pick up. I'm going to go over here to the right, and I'm going to make a diagonal line this way and a diagonal line this way. All right. Let's quick review. We did 4 letters today. We made each of them correctly, and you had lots of time to practice, hopefully on your whiteboards. We also went over the sounds that each one makes. We'll review those sounds again the next video. But here's your challenge tonight. See if you can figure out how many letters we have in our English alphabet, from the initial letter A to the final letter Z. And see if you can go home or go somewhere in school and tell someone else about something you learned new. There are 45 sounds in English. Bye, boys and girls.